Hell no, what?
The fuck is this?
Right now we got some beef going on in Discord. We got Bryce apparently wearing a Fort Lauderdale jersey and he's got a pee sitting down. So if you haven't joined the Discord, seems reason enough to get in there. Yeah.
Yeah, some quality conversations happening there.
Quality. Yeah.
Quality, important conversations that need to be had, as the one you just heard about.
You good, bud? I really
I
depressed
just
you that
don't
much.
even have the energy to fucking do anything.
You got a monster sitting right next to you.
That doesn't do shit. The sun is stronger than caffeine.
Yeah, it's been hot. It's been hot.
What does that even mean?
It's just another one of his many sayings that we have on here.
The sun is stronger than caffeine.
Might end up on a scarf or something like that one day, which
Possibly.
you could also have heard about if you join the Discord.
That's very true.
But we know, you know what we should also start this episode off with?
Oh, let's see. What's a cheesy way to get into the...
No.
No?
No, I was actually just going to talk about the fact that we won a trophy yesterday, boys.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Yep. Well done, lads. Not Orlando City.
No.
Couldn't be us right now.
The nation of the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
Good old. The lads pulled it out. We'll talk about it a little more.
The fucking screeching eagle.
But you know what else you can pull out?
No.
This ad that you should hear from our sponsor of today's episode.
BetOnline is your number one source for all your championship finals info, stats, news, and scores. Get the latest odds and lines and the latest matchup reports for this year's NBA and Stanley Cup finals. BetOnline is your sports intel headquarters this season, as we have you covered for all your insider sports wagering needs, from basketball and hockey to MLB, UFC, and boxing. The fastest and easiest way to get to your betting info, including live betting options and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your home. Get into the action today. Head to the website or use your mobile device to join, and be sure to use our promo code BELIEVE to receive your 50% bonus on your first deposit. That's code BELIEVE. B-L-E-A-V. Again, B-L-E-A-V. Bet online, where the game starts.
You know what was interesting, though? Weston McKinney eating Raising Cane's out of the trophy.
That shit is so disgusting. Like, the amount of shit I've seen in that trophy is ridiculous.
This is champagne, beer,
Raising
Raising
Cane's.
Cane
Raising
sauce.
Cane's now.
You can't say that you wouldn't eat Raising Cane's out of the trophy if you were
Probably.
drunk.
I've never had
Hell
it.
no.
I've never
I've
had
I'm
heard
not
it's
putting fucking Raising
delicious.
Cane sauce in there to begin with.
I feel like it's like a Zaxby's competitor.
I think
No?
it's way better than
No,
that.
yeah,
Really?
it's more like you put it on that like Huey Magoo's level. You know what I mean?
I'd
That
personally
sounds good.
go Zaxby over Huey Magoo's.
You're on crack.
No.
Zaxby's is, or Huey Magoo's really isn't all that.
All right, so PDQ
Huey Magoo's is better than BBQ.
cap
How?
sauces are way better.
Magoo sauce is better.
No way.
Yeah.
Better than PDQ sauce, yeah. But have you had that sweet sriracha?
I can't remember the last
Nope.
time I had PDQ.
You know what chicken takes a cake? Leash.
No, what? Uh-oh. Don't hold it that close. What are you doing?
Can I have the mic?
You know that shit happens sometimes. I'm going to sleep. I'm about to sit. I'm going home.
Oh, no.
All right, wake me up.
It's both times that you said the L-E-E. It just happened.
That's just unfortunate. All right, so U.S. men's national team. Let's try to get back on track for like maybe 5 minutes.
Comfortable 2-0 win against Canada.
Let's talk about Mexico first.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the Mexico game.
So, I hate playing Mexico, period. End of story.
So does he, but you don't want to talk about it at all.
No.
Time doesn't exist. Fuck. You finally got payback, mate. Alright. No.
I'm going home. Fuck you guys.
Mexico played like ass.
They
So
are
bad.
incredibly poor now. It's like we have surpassed them tenfold.
I think that was their B-ish team though.
Doesn't matter.
So-
Even their A team is not competing with us
Yeah.
anymore.
But why are you bringing not your best players to
Well, that's why that man doesn't have a job anymore.
I think it was 4 months, 7 matches.
Yep.
He had that job, which is absolutely horrific. But should have signed him to a lifetime contract, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, you said he got sacked, and I was just why? Just let him
He
stay
was
there
doing a
for
great job.
another 4 or 5
Need a
years.
gel. Need a gel.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they just resulted to fucking hack-a-shacking us at the end of the game was
Oh, dear
horrible.
So that's what that game has kind of become. It's kind of like what I said in the Discord. Like, obviously, it's two completely different things. But Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid couldn't beat prime Barcelona under Pep. They just couldn't beat them. Nobody could beat them, you know? So the only way they could beat them is if they took the game off the field. Did those chippy, made the games chippy, took it into the interviews, the dress, you know, all that kind of stuff. When you get in a player's head, you try to get them to lose that composure, and that's when you capitalize. That's every single time we play them now.
There's a difference in being chippy and then just being straight up vicious, malicious,
Okay,
horrific
so
playing.
Sergio Ramos
the
is
videos of Real Madrid
Pepe,
against
like,
Messi.
come
Yeah.
on.
But it's Mexico, so they can fuck off. I understand you can say the same thing from a Barca perspective.
It's the same thing except like a national team. Kind of
It's
thing.
it's the same thing, but then on top of that, you have the fans who are just disgraceful,
They get a
Like
game
throwing
in the
shit.
finals,
throwing shit on the field, throwing shit at players. There's something's got to happen about that. That's just not fucking okay. And how many times have they done it too? Like when are they gonna learn? When's there gonna be a punishment on them that actually fucking means something?
I think there was. Was there not a game or two where they couldn't have fans?
Yeah, they couldn't have fans for like 3 games, I think. But
But
that
no.
was because of
The chant.
The chant that they did.
that they
again.
did it.
So yeah,
again.
wow, great job for the 3 games. Look at where we are now,
Yeah.
back in the same fucking
No,
spot.
what
Like
really?
the World Cup needs to get
Yes,
taken the
that's
fuck away.
the, that's the punishment that'll teach them a lesson.
Do you think there's already been too much that has went into them getting those 10 games in the World Cup? And they
Oh
just
yeah,
won't get
no,
it?
that the FIFA would lose a tremendous amount of money trying to move that to just the United States and
Split
Canada.
it 5-5 between Canada and
Yeah.
You want to know what? I got a perfect
Mm.
spot for them. Put that shit in Orlando. I got one spot covered for
Fuck
you.
giving Canada any more games. Fuck them
Would
too.
you rather it be in Mexico?
No.
There you go.
USA.
Yeah, but then all the Canadians are like, ew, why
Eagle
is-
screech.
No, they would. It's just it doesn't make financial sense for them, so they won't do it. So, I mean, they hosted the last World Cup in Qatar. Like, money is more important than anything to them. So, it's
But
not-
then again, you can't have that shit be a looming presence on the World Cup. Like if that's something that happens regularly over there, someone's gonna get hurt, and then it all comes back down to FIFA.
Well-
That could have prevented that shit.
you also can't have slaves building the stadiums that the players played in. But they just did that in the last World Cup. So,
Yeah.
the guys got paid like $15 a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The-
very poor, but it's also a much
The amount of
different
people
situation.
that died working on those stadiums was in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Like, so again, money means more than anything to them. So the money's already been invested. They're not going to lose said money.
Now, if somehow it ends up being the U.S. and Mexico playing, say, just what's the big
Holy shit.
what's the big ass
Azteca.
stadium? Azteca. Imagine that. That is gonna. Then it's on the world stage, not
Uh-huh.
just a CONCACAF Nations League stage, and the whole world is gonna have to see how the Mexican fans deal with a rivalry match, and just how disrespectful it is.
It's just how they deal with losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're a bunch of sore losers, is what it is. Like hacking down Florian like that. There was no attempt to play the ball.
How does Weston get sent off? Like, you look at the whole thing back, he might have had a hand on someone. 4 or 5 players around him, his jersey's ripped off.
No, yeah, it's
and nothing
definitely-
happens out of that.
Also, I forgot who it was. I don't know, but there was another Mexican guy had someone in a chokehold
I did see that.
right next to the ref.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
So if
find
you're gonna
pictures of
call
the video.
fucking hands anywhere near the face, how about we call
Was it Edson
Someone
Alvarez?
gets fucking choked out.
Could have been.
It might have been Alvarez.
So
Put him in the chokehold.
that ref was interpreting that as like literal letter of the law, like retaliation. He put his hands on him, hands to the face. So he got Weston, I believe, originally got a yellow. And then it ended up being up to a red when that whole melee ended up ensuing.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like, how is no one that was on Weston get carded for that? The only two things that happened from that event, whoever made that tackle on Balogun, and Weston getting sent off.
Yep.
Nothing in between, even though Weston's jersey's completely fucking off. How does that happen? How are we not protecting our players? Aside from that whole situation, if you booked him in the first half like you should have, we might not be in that fucking situation.
Yep.
You could say that, but I think it's also just Mexico. You're probably going to still end up in that situation.
Yeah.
But then you can't say it's as much on the ref as it was. Because if he takes control of it, knowing that it's U.S.-Mexico in a semifinal, and you got a probably pro-majority Mexican crowd, if you take control of it in the first half and hand out those yellows, then you have a slighter chance of that happening.
And that's something, too, that I was going to say is that he lost control of that match, and that's why that happened. Like, I'm not going to say he had control of it to begin with, but it completely got out of his hands, which we've seen way too many times at the world stage. Like, you can't be doing this as a FIFA official. You know what I mean?
World stage, let alone a like the same thing with Mexico that always happens with Mexico. I forgot what I was going to say after that. Fuck. I had something.
There's a difference in a USA-Mexico game, and then there's a difference in the USA-Honduras game,
Yeah.
where it was a really rainy pitch with the dirt. Like, that was kind of still a scrappy little dirty game, but it doesn't get to the same level as a Mexico game. So as the ref, either the ref has to prepare himself, or whoever his boss is has to pick out the right person or make sure that person is prepared and knows what he's going into in that game, especially in that scenario, massive stadium, pro-Mexican crowd.
That's what I was going to say. Like, whoever's starting at the top, you have to do a better job of vetting out your referees for these types of games, right? You know they're going to get heated. You know shit's always going to happen with it. You have to do a better job of selecting your referees, someone who's going to take control of the game, who's not going to let that shit happen. They just have to be better at it.
I would much rather prefer a no-nonsense, card-happy official in a game like that, because you know that it's going to be both ways, you know what I mean? Like, if they're pulling out the cards, they're going to pull it out on both teams. It's not just going to be...
As it should be,
Yeah. But when you have these young, lenient, like, inexperienced guys, it happens every time. You can't do that to them on that stage, you know? I don't know. Canada, we started talking about them.
Yeah. I mean, thought Joe Scally was going to have a bit of trouble with Alphonso Davies down the left-hand side. I think he dealt with him all right. Dealt with him pretty decently. And then after we kind of got out of those first 15 minutes, like we always say, it kind of showed that we were the stronger side. And then even the final score reflected that with a 2-0 win.
I'm going to just say this back to the Joe Scally point. He proved in that game why he should have been on the World Cup roster ahead of fucking Shaq Moore.
Yeah.
Players like that.
Shaq Moore had a woeful World Cup.
Worst player on our roster.
As everyone should have expected. He's not that type of player, and he should not be on that big of a stage.
Another person that really proved their worth this whole Nations League, Gio Reyna.
Absolutely.
Only had, 52 minutes in the World Cup?
Yep.
Something like that. Came out with 2 assists in the final.
Yeah. You almost had to dye your hair blonde.
We didn't shake on that.
Thoughts? Oh, you got something.
I was going to say, have we finally found a number 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking...
A moment that stands out from that match is you said, play him through. And I said, oh no, please don't. And then he got on the ball. Balogun got on the ball. And then he turned and then he cut it back across the defender and put a ball in. And I was like, oh, that's
have class. Yeah, we have class.
I'm not used to someone in our school. Well, there are a couple, but I'm not used to it being there consistently. And I think he can bring that consistency, especially up top.
Obviously, I'm biased. That's just poor on your end, bud.
Florida lands 5-star defensive end. Yeah.
Woo, you're still gonna be shit.
I got it.
Obviously, I'm biased, but I'm super happy to see Balogun here, especially for our national team. Watching him grow up and mature as an Arsenal player through our academy and stuff like that, like what to expect from him, and he's just that clinical striker. You know what I mean? He makes a killing, being in the right position, flicking the ball into the back of the net, just poacher goals, stuff like that. But he also has that, like we saw, the ability to just one time put it past somebody from,
however many yards out.
Yeah, 10, 15 yards out.
Yeah.
So
Not only that, but he feels like a good addition to the team.
Mhm.
Like personality-wise, I feel like he'll gel really well with the likes of Christian, Weston, Gio,
Hughes.
all of them. It feels like a match made in heaven for him to be on the USMNT.
And the reaction to that challenge shows you that he's already a part of the team.
Oh yeah.
When every time he gets hacked down, because it was even happening in Canada. There was a couple of times where they just pulled him down because he's pacey.
Mm-hmm. And even on Canada's side, they have a league on striker of their own, Jonathan David, but you didn't really see him doing much. So Chris Richards played well both games. Miles Robinson played well in that first game against Mexico, and then
Walker did his job.
Yeah. Do I
Did
really
his
want to see
job.
him starting?
No, but he did his job.
He did his job, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to move on to Orlando City, talking about, subs coming in and doing their job like we didn't see, but I guess we should talk about one more thing about the U.S. men's national team.
And I got one thing after that.
So we got two more things, right?
Yeah, I'll make mine quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to go?
Yeah. So we got the top three locked in, right? It's Pulisic, Balogun, and Weah, right? So what's the midfield look when Tyler Adams comes back in?
Gio's still got to be in there.
I agree.
After this.
So then it's gonna be either Musa or McKinney,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that would just come down to form.
The form
With
and
time.
the team that we're playing against, who's going to give us the better look? Somebody that's more of a box-to-box or somebody that's going to be a more holding, double pivot look?
Knowing Greg, though, he's going to bring in some MLS midfield.
I forgot oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! I'm thinking. Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's the point that Cannata's bringing up right here.
so...
Oh, we haven't even talked about it yet.
Yeah. News broke in the middle of the semifinal that Greg Berhalter is coming back to the U.S. men's national team. Go ahead. Somebody else can go before I go into my point.
Shitter of a decision. Shitter. Absolute shitter. I don't think there's many words except for poor K.
Yeah.
I think BJ
Callahan.
Callahan in 17 days has produced 2 games in which we've looked the best we have in the whole tenure
Haven't conceded.
that fucking Greg has been.
Oh, I saw one of the main points that was brought back up was the last camp that Greg had where we played games outside of outside of CONCACAF. We had, I think it was 1 win, 2 draws, 3 losses, or 1 win, 3 draws, 2 losses, or something. So
It's not good.
no, you have to play teams outside of CONCACAF, and we're not up to par. We just played the 2 other best teams in CONCACAF, and it was decisive.
Yeah.
So at least now we know we are the best team in CONCACAF, but with Greg, I feel like we can take that step back, and then the Mexico game could have been closer if the right tactics weren't deployed, or even the Canada game, as to where we either fixed it in the first 15 minutes or that's what the plan was. And it was nice to see that we actually had a plan either way. But we wouldn't see that for Greg, so.
Yeah, so the whole process has just been a joke. The bringing in an outside company to hire a coach because you as an organization can't make the decision yourself is a joke. And then the fact that they literally used Greg Berhalter's tenure as a measuring stick.
Yeah.
It's like, just if you wanted to rehire him from the start, just tell us that. Stop bullshitting. Because Who's going to measure up to Greg Berhalter better than Greg Berhalter? Nobody.
Mhm.
So if he was the measuring stick, of course he's going to get the fucking job. So if this was your plan the whole time, then stop playing these fucking games and just come out about it. Instead, we wasted 6 months, 2 interim coaches. For what?
Second interim coach has done fantastic.
If that man is not standing right next to Greg for every single one of those games coming up, I will be pissed.
Yeah, I heard something. It's like Greg can be the head coach, but hire BJ as an assistant coach and let him pick the lineup,
Yep.
the kits, the formation, the tactics, everything.
Or else
Everything.
they're
Greg
do
just
the-
stands there and looks cool with his fucking Nike.
I feel
Yes,
like
Which
Greg-
is a
Greg-
very important job. Don't take that away from him.
Let him fucking.
They should make a new
Bounce
role for
pass.
him. Like, he would be a great ambassador for U.S. soccer.
Bounce pass SC.
But, like, tactically, BJ, just take the head coach reign. Find something else for Greg, but just not that.
He can, like you said, stand and look cool on the sidelines. Do his bounce passes, which are clearly pivotal to the game. So it's still a very important job, to be the bald head on the sideline.
To be, he's pretty much just a glorified ball boy.
Oh, yeah.
Runs after all the balls. He has to get the backwards pass.
Even if it helps the opponent's counter.
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
Seen fucking Greg come through with the bounce pass assist to the
Oh.
opposition.
It's like the ball boy from the Tottenham game.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Speaking of Tottenham, we looked like Tottenham on Saturday.
yay.
Woo! Fucking shite, boys. That was awful.
we were missing 8 players.
Yeah, no, I mean, couldn't expect us to look great, but holy shit did we look bad.
Not this fucking bad.
We looked awful.
When I saw I think it was at halftime. It was like total passes. They had like 180 something, and we had like 60 or some shit. I'm like, oh yeah, it's beautiful. Just not good enough. And we had so many people out. That's an excuse. It's raining shit weather. We haven't won there.
It's raining.
Fucking
That's the
ever.
worst
The
excuse.
first 15 minutes, the worst 15 minutes of football I've ever watched in my life.
100%.
From both sides.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. In general, the worst 15 minutes of football I've ever seen.
That's when we started talking about Kickball FC on the live, because it literally was just shut up and hoof it.
Yeah, and you can't make excuses for Orlando players because New England found themselves into that game, and they looked perfect, and we're just fucking sitting there doing nothing.
Just fucking
Trying
off.
to-
All right, so we can go down the list. Kara, shocking.
Horrid.
Angulo, not his best match. Mauricio, not a great performance from him. Ojeda, gotta do more when you're given those opportunities.
Mason could have done better.
Felipe, shocking.
It was fucking horrible.
Cesar, not
Yeah.
great. Mikey, shocking. Janssen, definitely not one of his best matches. Schlegel, shockingly poor.
Santos wasn't great.
Santos
Is it
was
shocking from Schlegel? Or is it what we
he was
expected?
trying to play the fucking number 9. I've never seen that man
But,
in the box so many times in one match.
but what is shocking about that?
The
You
fact
should've
that he
said
made
it's-
it that far up the field. He never gets that far up the
Yeah, he
field.
scored the game tying goal against Nashville in the Open Cup last year.
Yeah, that was a fucking set piece, bud.
So it's not a shocking performance. It is business as usual.
That was shocking. That boy was. We expect him to get sucked out of position. That boy was sucked out of position. We won the ball back, and he was going full prime,
Oh.
like Harry Kane business, straight run, no movement, just run straight and hope
it was all out attack. It was like when you press the D-pad in FIFA and you just have a center back step all the way
He
up,
was making no diagonal runs, no nothing,
just straight up the
just
middle
straight fucking Harry Kane run.
for no reason too. We weren't even
Yeah.
in possession, and he was boom.
That boils down to Poppy forgetting to press the FIFA tactic. Center back joined the attack.
That was awful. Santos didn't look good either. He still put some quality, balls into the box. He's got that that in his locker, obviously, so he's going to pull it out when he can, but wasn't great. Mason, buddy. Buddy.
I mean, 2 of them were curl back posts. Could he have maybe gotten at least fingertips to one of them?
You can't
Yeah.
put the ball back into the box.
Oh, you're talking about the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Especially with Schlegel playing there. Because Carlos will at least try to fucking clear it.
No, Schlegel he's already down the field waiting for the long ball.
But the thing with Mason is this is his first game time in how long though?
No, yeah.
So there's going to be some rust.
A couple 2 months?
Yeah, but he played
Last
one
international
match.
break?
A couple months ago.
He played one
that's
match in the Open
substantial.
Cup.
When we beat Philly?
So-
And then with Charlotte? Was Charlotte
Yeah.
in between those 2?
I don't fucking
I don't know.
Either way, not getting consistent minutes. You expect some of the rust, but
It's bound to happen.
you have to knock that ball down. You know what I mean? Down, not out.
Should
Again, I
he?
feel like that just boils down to experience, confidence, and game time. That's it. Like I think if you were to play for another 4 or 5 weeks straight, we'll make that save comfortably.
So,
But not playing in 2 months, you're gonna have rust.
so I can't put the third goal on him at all.
No, yeah.
We should have put the ball into the box about 5 minutes earlier than we did. And then when the ball was tried to be put into the box, it didn't even get past the first man. And then it was cleared to Vrioni, I think, who had enough time and space to turn the Jets on and then play the ball forward.
Yeah.
How he's just chilling there and has all the space in the world to turn and then have the perfect counterattack and the finish from Carlos Hill back post. I don't know, but it's shocking both offensively and then defensively when they were countering on that third goal.
The second goal, I'm not saying is all on him either. Like, again, curled back post. He's moving towards his near post, which is obviously his priority. But I do feel like, again, it comes with playing more, having experience and confidence. He could have positioned himself a little bit better there, knowing that there wasn't going to be that strike to the near post. So, like, if it takes a deflection, it is what it is, Shit goals happen all the time in the MLS. But I feel like he was biting too hard coming to that near post, and he got caught out a little bit.
So there was conversation being had, I think, just between us and then on Twitter, also saying that the gap from Pedro down to Mason isn't as big as we think it is. And Mason can put in some good shifts.
Yeah.
He can be a great keeper. So does this come down to that gap actually being bigger than it is, or was this just a bad game and it's just a one-off kind of thing from Mason?
Well, I think Wednesday will prove more to that conversation. If he comes out and has a Mason performance that we know he can have, then the conversation is that the drop-off isn't that big. But we're still talking about, Pedro Velez say that even at his age, European clubs want him. He is a national team member that performs very well on that stage. Like, he's a top keeper.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the experience. He's got the confidence. That's just who he is.
Okay, so then moving from the back to the front.
Yeah, we can start this off.
Yeah.
Car's fucking shit.
Clipped.
Welcome back. It's good to have you back.
I don't know. I think his fucking Austrian eyes hypnotized me or something. I lost myself for a little bit, thinking he wasn't shit, but he's shit.
No, that was. Carr's had some bad fucking performances. I think that's his worst in a Orlando City kid.
The first fucking pass, it's like, brother.
When I talked about the first 15 minutes being shit, that was probably half of it.
Motherfucker receives the ball and passes it.
Oh, he dribbled it like 6 times instead of
Six
just laying it
times
off and then passed it out of bounds.
To whom? To whom?
You see, this is where it boils down to when I was telling you.
Don't point your fingers at me.
What a bitch. Ew. All right,
When
go
I'm-
ahead, continue now.
I wasn't
you were
talking.
It was
going
Dave.
to say something.
It was Dave.
Yeah, go.
When I was telling you that, Carr just tries doing way too much. And you said, but some of the back heels do come off. But how many times does he constantly lose possession?
I don't think there's a number for that.
No shit.
I think what kills me the most about him, obviously, I hate that he can't finish. I hate that he can't hold the ball up. I hate that he can't just make the easy, simple pass, lay the ball off. He is so uninterested in playing football, period, that I can't get past. Like, just fucking move.
Just try.
Run. Just do something. Do anything. This motherfucker just standing there in the middle of the fucking back three. Just.
Yeah.
Like.
So you want to publicly apologize for your actions?
No.
You sure?
I already said enough.
Watch, he's going to score on Wednesday, and Bryce is going to be back on the... He's so fucking good.
I'm not going to say he's good, but...
I'm so, like... Well, I can't remember what match it was. We were at home, and 20 minutes in, you were like, he's so fucking shit, get him off. And then he scored 1 goal. And then you were right back on the train. So...
Well, when I watched that game back, I just realized how, like, he wasn't getting any service. So I was mad at him for not getting in those spaces in that game, and he scored, and you can't argue with someone that was in form at that time.
But you know
But since what?
You know it's coming, though.
What?
In the future.
Him scoring?
No, he'll be in form for 3 games, and then he'll go back to having 12 touches.
I agree.
It was either NYCFC or Miami.
So whoever he's finished at the front post, I think, right?
I think NYC.
That was the 1-1.
Because Miami had the header.
It was, yeah.
So, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. Robinho used to score every once in a while for us.
Did he ever net for us?
Probably not, but I mean Tesho there. That's a good example.
I'd take Tesho over Carl. Tesho tried.
No,
Tesho ran.
Tesho would run. It wasn't coordinated. It wasn't coordinated. It wasn't fast. But Tesho would run.
I'm at that point. I would take him over.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, he also scored the fastest goal in Orlando City history.
Facts.
So,
And he had 2 game winners in a row.
Getting back to Cara. He's our DP, right?
Second.
And the way he likes to play, and he gets in these little streaks, and he'll score a few games and drop off the face of the earth, and score another goal, then drop off. You can't have that in a number 9. So,
Wow!
hey, I wanted to give that man every chance that he should deserve being a DP, but
we definitely did.
We gave him the chance that he deserved as a
definitely
DP. We gave him more than that.
You definitely gave him every chance you could, bud.
so there's that.
I feel like we're owed an apology.
Facts.
No,
For how much you shit on us.
no,
No.
no,
You're just as stubborn as he is.
no. Not in a fucking intervention.
All right,
now.
so
Not
who starts-
addicted to drugs or
who
something.
starts in 2 days?
You're addicted to Cara.
Oh.
No,
You are.
Are you no longer on your knees for him?
I no longer want to drive the car out.
That's a fucking bean.
Oh, come on. Can we figure out who starts on Wednesday now? Duncan.
Right now, Duncan, but I also don't understand why Enrique
Didn't play at all.
didn't play at all.
Wow, so it's like your argument for Duncan before last match is now irrelevant because of
Yeah,
what you
but
just said.
then knowing fucking Oscar, Enrique is going to start on Wednesday.
No, knowing Oscar is going to be Cara.
Work that.
Yep.
And Enrique is going to come off the bench, and Duncan will
Yeah.
sit on the bench.
Wow, so it's like Duncan not getting many minutes when Cara had 3 shit games in a row. Now is not really a mystery because Oscar just doesn't make sense. His subs were fucking horrific, too.
Yep.
Didn't even get to that point.
Nope. Awful. 85th minute, and then you want to bring some subs into the game.
Bring Enrique on, I think it was 90, actually.
Yeah.
And then 2 or 3 79th minute subs.
Yeah, Dagger Dan and
That's vintage Poppy. We haven't seen it that bad in a while, but that was vintage Oscar, horrific tactics, horrific decision to start Cara, and horrific subs. Just didn't make sense at all.
so top 1, bottom 2.
Duncan top 1.
Yep.
It's the only choice.
Yep, I agree. Bryce.
Okay. All right. My first bottom one. I think we all have this person.
Car?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
For all the points that we just listed, guy sucks. Second bottom one, Schlegel.
I was going to go Schlegel too.
That, my guy, you are not him. Stay your ass in position. Stop fucking stabbing in on people. Stop fucking acting a fool. You did one great thing for this club.
2.
Two.
Nashville goal save.
That's the save, and then
The Nashville goal that
Okay.
ended, led
So-
to winning us.
2. You're a legend. We all love you. Get your fucking shit together.
Play center back, please.
Yes. Play backup center back like you're fucking supposed to.
Anyone else have any differing opinions for bottom 2?
I have one. I would agree. Schlegel was
Schlegel.
enough said. Felipe though, my brother.
That was
Couldn't
not
do
good.
Fucking shit.
You're washed. Get it
No.
together.
I don't
Get
know
it
about
together.
washed. Just had a bad game because he's had good performances for us.
That was a horrific game. I feel like if you would have started, we should have started Juninho.
He looked good. He looked good.
No, we should.
You saw that clip?
Juninho?
Yeah, but you saw that clip?
No.
The MLS next broadcaster when he scored the free kick at home was like, Juninho. Yeah.
Juninho.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Gotta
was
love
bad.
MLS next.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
B-Tech commentary, American commentary. We fucking love it.
I want to get back to one of those games. I enjoyed that last time I was watching the OCB game.
Harassing Jacqueline's grandparents.
No, we were having a good talk.
Bro, they came to his first game from fucking Notre Dame.
St. Louis.
And you're over here, can I get his jersey?
I didn't say that. Some
But Jacqueline, if you're watching.
facts, get on the pod.
Yeah, anybody. So, Felipe?
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar.
Honorable
Oh, he
mention
could've
for
been.
him.
No, actually, I'm taking Schlegel back. He had a shitter, but Oscar made, like I said, wrong choices for starters, wrong subs, horrific tactics. I think that takes the cake for me.
So he's just getting paid to do nothing with that match.
Correct. No, not do nothing. Just make us look bad.
Hold a stopwatch.
Did the clipboard come out at all?
That
Clipboard
thing's
hasn't
been-
come out since COVID.
Need it back.
That died with the virus.
I'm gonna bring him one.
You're gonna bring it.
Yeah, on Wednesday you're just gonna have this big ass sign.
Poppy, I have a gift. You left it at Wide World of Sports. I found it for you.
It's like you left your good tactics.
You got to just have it listed, like names everywhere in positions. You have to have the whole. You have to have your tactics set up and just give it to them.
Huge letters on the front. Sign AR. That. Sign DK back.
There you go. I would take that. Put him on a DP put him on Carr's contract.
Or just buy down Carr's contract and sign Campana.
Don't buy down Carr's contract. Just shred it.
Or
Send him back to Rapid.
We
Mutually
have to.
mutually terminated.
Facts.
if you want him gone, we have to pay the man. So
Do it.
We could put him in the
mutual termination.
Kingston outfit.
No.
oh, Kingston's dope.
Why would you do that?
He's got to do something.
He couldn't even
He
be
kid
a ball
man.
boy.
Kid man.
Kit man,
No, he would miss.
janitor.
He would be bringing the kits to the bus. Try to put it in the little slot under and miss, and then we just have no kits.
Ticket boy, bus driver.
No, get him out of the club. Bus driver, we'd crash.
So pay him down. Sign Campana. All right. That's everything, right? That's all you guys have?
Unless you.
Oh. Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the people still gone on international, but Carlos and Kyle Smith come back.
We don't have to see Schlegel play 90 again.
Love to see it.
Watch him still start though. That's something that would happen.
We rest Robin. That actually might be a thing. Carlos just got his rest. And we have a game on Saturday.
Okay, well, if we're resting Robin,
What is
Start Thomas Williams.
yeah,
How about
start
that?
Williams and AC. I cannot watch
Let
fucking
Robin play
Schlegel play
45
for
or-
90 minutes. I can't.
Put Cal Smithinho there.
At left center back?
Fuck it.
Interesting.
No,
I
let
can't.
Robin play
I'll-
45, and then we can go to the 3-back.
In all honesty, I just want to see Thomas Williams get some minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
someone who we were toting out last year. Didn't get much playing time, who I still have high confidence in.
So Dagger Dan getting the start this
Please.
week.
Needs to be.
No. Juninho.
Dagger Dan and Juninho.
Just
I would be
fuck
petrified.
Cesar.
After last game, does anyone deserve to start after last game?
So how about we just bring OCB up to play or Philly?
Jacqueline
Keep it on
would
that.
start.
Jacqueline. Oh! Yes!
Hey yo.
That's the dream. Him
Uh,
and Duncan up top.
Yeah, I was gonna
Lord.
say. So Duncan has to start up top too, right?
100%.
It has to be Duncan.
Should.
There's absolutely no reason it should not be Duncan.
I got a reason.
Unless you start
Yeah.
Enrique, which it's more logical than starting Cara.
Or
The one thing is you cannot start Cara on
play
Wednesday.
a 2-striker system. Crazy. Have Jacqueline on the bench. Fuck Cara. Send him down to OCB. Let him get his confidence back.
Give him
No,
the Tesho treatment.
Yes!
I'm so sorry. I can't do that. No,
It has legs for a reason. It can stand up.
I don't know what he should do, but he should not come to the game on Wednesday.
Or what?
You should
I
just
don't
get sick.
fucking know. I just won't be happy at the game. But what's fucking new?
Yeah.
This is going to turn into your Tesho. This is Tesho 2.0.
He makes Tesho look very good. I will say that.
World class.
All right, so Philly is like 4th in the East. They've found their form again. They're decent. So it will be a tough game.
Always is
Obviously.
for us.
We beat them last time out earlier this season when we were also on international break, so it's just seemingly always an international break derby for us. Mason will get a start again, along with who the fuck else knows, because that was some shit on Saturday.
I think Ojeda shouldn't even start. Fuck that guy right
Who
now.
else do we have to
Pissing
start
me
over
off.
him, though?
Oh, Gaston should be coming back. Hopefully.
He was questionable.
Is,
he
yeah,
was
I don't
listed-
think he'll be healthy enough to go full 90.
Probably not.
So he can
come
sub
off
in
the
the
bench
game,
at
yeah.
least.
Oh, we have Luca too. He played
Which
like
also came back.
10 minutes.
Yep.
Not last night, Saturday night.
fucking put what's his face Santos out right. Have him cut in.
Have
Take a
some rips.
fucking rip. What do we have to lose?
Nothing. Well, a match, but nothing. There's a lot to be had.
We're at home too. Like
Uh-huh.
Well,
fuck it.
You'll have to stay tuned for our lineups, which you can check out on Twitter and Instagram. I know a lot of you guys don't always see those, so make sure you stay on the lookout for those. Make sure that you're interacting with those polls because it's interesting to see what you guys' thoughts are on that stuff. But that's where you'll see what ideas we have for the game. Because none of us really have had time to look into Philly that much. I'm not going to lie. They're going to be missing some people. Couldn't tell you who, but they'll be missing people, I'm sure.
People.
You're all right, bud.
No.
What's wrong?
Yeah, so watch Orlando City play 2 times this week. 3 times in 7 days. Good lord.
Look,
Football just hasn't been fun for you this year, huh?
Depressing. Kings of CONCACAF. And then I get to watch a fucking shitty game on Wednesday night. Hopefully not, but
Friday will be pretty dope,
fucking
though.
leave. Yeah. And then Saturday I get to head to the Keys. Then there might be a fucking tropical storm. So that's
charity
fucking
match.
fantastic.
Oh, the beautiful game.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That'll be pretty dope.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Be nice to watch football stress-free.
Just go have a few beers and watch a match that you don't care about.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done that, so. Well, if you like what you heard here, make sure that you hit that like button, turn on that notification bell, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Check the description for our Discord link, our Patreon link, all that kind of stuff. if you're listening to the sound of our voice and you found us on Spotify. If you're watching us, then you've already found us on YouTube. Make sure that you check us out on Instagram at OCFanTV, Twitter OCFanTV22, TikTok at OCFanTV. Thank you and shout out again to Bet Online for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure you check out Believe's website because we are live on there. So check it out. Shout out Believe one more time. And make sure you guys use that code on Bet Online.